welcome once again. We are so happy that you're here with us. I mean, I'm happy. You're happy, right?
I'm very
We're
happy.
all happy that you're here with us.
Yes.
It's such an amazing day. Like, I can do a hickory bickory dance because I'm so happy today.
Yeah.
We're so glad that you've joined us. I'm your host, Margaret Otieno, and I'm joined here by my able co-hosts,
George Onkoba, and I'm so happy also to be here. I can't jump because I'm holding this, but I'm so happy to be here. We will showcase music from Africa as usual, and today we want to start from Tanzania. Do you know anything interesting about Tanzania?
I just know they have very posh Swahili.
Yeah, we call it posh here in East Africa. We say that, like they're the cleanest Swahili speakers.
Yes.
So yeah, we're going to Tanzania to listen to Trio with a song.
Kuvuka tutaanguka ila yeye Bwana ni njia na uzima, tutafika salama tukimtegemea. He's the light, glorified and glorified. Akanipa msamaha, nikasamehewa kwa damu, nimekombolewa. Mwangaza namtukuza. Akanipa msamaha, nikasamehewa kwa damu, nimekombolewa. Lord, I know you're the light, even in the darkness night, leading me to the perfect path, strengthen me to the right from wrong, always teach me how to be your righteousness one. You're my God, and I'll forever live wherever, just the way you want me to. He's the light, glorified. Akanipa msamaha, nikasamehewa kwa damu, nimekombolewa. Ni mwangaza, hey, hey, namtukuza. Akanipa msamaha, nikasamehewa kwa damu, nimekombolewa. Mimi ni mpitaji naelekea mbinguni, the beautiful land my God has prepared for me, forever with the key to live eternally.
Wow, that was amazing. So for that, we're going to also welcome two music pieces, one from Ethiopia and another one from West Africa. Enjoy.
Malaka tasafufa sioni so malabsa
gooftaan guddaan achi as dhiyaateera. Ingilcha isaa fudhatee mul'achuudhaaf jedheera. Biqiloon jireenyaa barootaaf namoota waamuu baname lubbuu gaalii dhiigaan bitameef dhaloonni dollanni ofiif dhimme. Dhaloonni kun maaliif garbummaa fo'atee jaalataa biyya ormaa waan bu'aa hin qabneef akka horii qalaamuudhaaf keeraatoofama. Iyyaa dabarsaa labsiifaa hin alabsa malaakaata safuufaa siyooniif sooma labsa. Guyyaan gooftaan guddaan achi as dhiyaateera. Ingilcha isaa fudhatee mul'achuudhaaf jedheera. Hawaateera jedhee dubbachuuf sagalee isaa xumura. Garuu addunyaan kun hin hubanne waan darbuu duukaa fiigaa jira. Biyya lafa kanaa misoomse lubbuutti hir'isa namni of soba. Ificha rayoon simanne afurri waamu dhiisee darba. Jiru sun guyyaa dukkanaa ta'uusaan dubeeka. Dafaa yeroon cubbulmeeffadha maaloof oolcha garaatti fiiga. Yerichi yeroo gammadaaniif sirbaan miti yeroo wayyooti. Hundumtuu lubbuusaa oolfachuuf adammaa kurribaa furaati. Iyyaa dabarsaa labsiifaa hin alabsa malaakaata safuufaa siyooniif sooma labsa. Guyyaan gooftaan guddaan achi as dhiyaateera. Ingilcha isaa fudhatee mul'achuudhaaf jedheera.
In fancy I stood by the shore one day of the beautiful murmuring sea. I saw the great crowds as they thronged the way of the stranger of Galilee. I saw how the man who was blind from birth in a moment was made to see. The lame was made whole by the matchless skill of the stranger of Galilee. And I felt I could love him forever. So precious and tender was he. I claimed him that day as my Savior, this stranger of Galilee. His look of compassion, his words of love, they shall never forget me. When sin sick and helpless, he saw me there, the stranger of Galilee. He showed me his hand and his riven side, and he whispered it was for thee. My burden fell off at the peace and feast of the stranger from Galilee. And I felt I could love him forever, so gracious and tender was he. I claimed him that day as my Savior, this stranger of Galilee. I heard him speak peace to the angry waves on the turbulent raging sea. And lo, at his words are the waters still, this stranger of Galilee. A peaceful, a quiet and holy calm, now and ever abides with me. He holdeth my life in his mighty hands, this stranger of Galilee. And I felt I could love him forever, so gracious and tender was he. I claimed him that day as my Savior, this stranger of Galilee. Come ye who are driven and tempest-tossed, and his gracious salvation see. He'll quiet like storms with his peace, be still, this stranger of Galilee. He bids me to go and the story tell, what he ever to you will be. If only you let him with you abide, this stranger of Galilee. Oh, my friend, would you love him forever? So gracious and tender is he. Accept him today as your Savior, this stranger of
Galilee. The Stranger of Galilee. What a very interesting song.
Yeah.
The song that played before that was from Ethiopia. And I noticed something interesting. I just want to know if Maggie noticed it. Maggie, was there something different about that song?
Okay. All I noticed, they have a lot of and the beats of the piano is not the same as what we're used to. It sounds something else. It's kind of different, yeah.
Sounds different. What I noticed, and it's actually interesting, at first I was listening, I was like, this sounds different. I could enjoy the music, yet there was no harmony. Did you notice that? There was a whole choir and they were just singing unison the entire song.
Ah.
Yeah, that's something I noted, and I was just like, this is amazing. They're singing unison, but still I'm enjoying the music. So that was music from Ethiopia, and it was very beautiful.
Wow, that's something I
Yeah,
actually
yeah, yeah.
noticed.
Yeah.
I just noticed that it sounds more like, you know, as in it's like, you see the way Arabians, the
Oh, the
always-
Arabian, sounds
yeah,
Arabian.
Yeah, it's more of not the one which you're used to, like, you know, the way they always
normal
just sing the
melodies,
bass and the soprano and the alto, and then they always just make it, you know, the same usual sound that we are used to. They copied the way we always copy our music.
Yeah.
I noticed it's just different.
Yeah.
It sounds so different. So this time I have a story. This time I'm going to look at my wonderful gadget because this story is so interesting.
All right.
This story is about the song "It Is Well With My Soul." I know many people have heard about this story, but I actually like it because I'm sure there's some people who have not heard about this story. And you know, something about a story, it's, you see the way they always say in the Bible, testimonies actually make people do something very great. The testimony of Horatio Spafford was actually very nice. Spafford was a successful businessman. He was a lawyer. He was also a devout Christian, and he actually lived in Chicago in those years of 19th century. So in 1871, there was a Chicago fire. At that time, he lost a lot of his things, as in a lot of his business went down because of that Chicago fire. And then shortly after, his son died.
Ooh.
His son died, but that did not make him, you know, stop listening, you know, his Christianity. He continued his Christianity. Remember, they have these laws. The business is already down, and here is Spafford being the breadwinner of the family. So he's just trying to help out with everything. And then he said, you know what? I think this tragedy is so much. Let me just, you know, move my family maybe to Europe, so that they may have a new, you know, a new sense of light, you know, something else.
A new chapter.
Yeah, a new chapter. Let me just make my family just travel, you know, somewhere else, Europe, so that they may be able to have new Christians there, so that they may have, you know, a new way of approaching new things. They went on a boat. The boat was called Ville du Havre. They had 4 daughters and the wife. So because he had some business to take care of, he had not yet finished his business. Remember, this guy was a businessman. He said, you know what? My lovely, lovely wife, beautiful as you are, and my lovely, lovely daughters. I'm sure he kissed them and said, mwah, mwah, mwah. You know what? You just go and I'll come back later. Yeah? This is your boat, just go. And that's what they did. They just went to the boat. Then another tragedy. The boat collided with another boat. It sank, and I think 226 passengers died, the 4 daughters included. It's only the wife who is the one person who survived, according to the story. It's only the wife. So, hey, when he had the news, he was like, let me just go and, you know, let me grieve with my wife because of the loss of our 4 daughters and the son who they lost earlier because they wanted this previous chapter. Now they have a previous chapter of grievances. It's so sad. So on his way, he wrote the word, "It is well with my soul, when peace like a river." The good thing about this story is the fact that later on, we found that he gave birth to 3 children. That is 1 son and 2 daughters. The 1 son, unfortunately, also died. I don't know, there was a sickness there at that time. I think that time they did not find the cure of that sickness. I don't know if it was yellow fever or what. I'm not really sure. But the son died soon after, when he was just a young boy.
That is so sad.
So sad. But the devout Christianity did not end, as in he continued with this Christianity.
You know, this story reminds me of Job in the Bible.
Yes.
I feel like it's almost a replica of Job and the story of Job. It's just that for Job's story, maybe we are told that we are shown how the devil was working.
Yes.
And how the devil was reporting back to God and saying, I did this and this. But now in this story, we don't see that. But that was like someone who lost 4 daughters, 2 sons.
Yes.
And he still wrote, "It is well with my soul."
You can imagine.
Wow.
I'm sure each and every person in this world, if the Bible could write their story, it actually, you know, goes hand in hand with what the Bible story is all about. That story of Naaman and the little girl, which we talked the other time. That there is a story which also talked about, I really don't quite remember, but also was the same as the Bible. As in, I'm sure each and every person can actually, you know, resonate with the Bible stories and say it has actually happened in their life. It's something so touchy. So, viewer out there, just know that your story is a testimony. And the music that we bring, the hope that we bring through the melodies of hope, actually can bring you closer to God. Don't you think so? Please interact with us in our social media handles. Tell us how. Maybe something has happened in your life. Maybe you decided to bring a poem. Maybe you decided to, you know, to do something else with your hobby. Reach to us on our X, YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. We are there for you. George, would you please bless us with one song?
Mlango uko wema, mlango wazi. Oh, Yesu ameufungua na hakuna kufunga. Mlango wazi ajabu uliachwa wazi kwangu, wazi kwangu. Mlango uka wazi, watu waokolewe. Maskini na matajiri wa mataifa yote. Mlango wazi ajabu uliachwa wazi kwangu, wazi kwangu. Madam lango wazi, rafiki kaza mwendo. Msalaba ukubali, amana ya upendo. Mlango wazi ajabu uliachwa wazi kwangu, wazi kwangu. Let's sing it. Mlango wazi ajabu uliachwa wazi kwangu, wazi kwangu.
Wow.
So that song talks about the door that is left open, that God does not require us to go to his door and knock first and say, can I come in? No, God has opened the door for us, that whenever we need to meet him, we just walk in. So that's basically the song, Mlango umeachwa wazi.
Yes, so the door is open. It's for you to enter.
Yes.
It's just for you to just put the first step, because he can't just pull you in.
Yes.
You see, each and every person is, you know, you have a door which has been opened for you. That's it for today. Until next time, goodbye.
Waliketi chini kwa fikara wakawazaje, tuzidi dumu kwa ukame Bethlehemu au tutoke? Jawabu, twendeni Moabu. Je, ni kitu kipi ni cha faida huku? Chakula kweli duni, hawana subira ya kustahimili magumu. Waliketi chini kwa fikara wakawazaje, tuzidi dumu kwa ukame Bethlehemu au tutoke?